Part of the crowning work of creation was the creation of mankind, both male and female. And as he creates man from the dust of the ground, as Genesis 2 describes it, God actually formed him, took time to mold him, shape him into the being that he was to become, and then breathed into him the breath of life.
Today, Sarah, in front of all our friends, family, and maybe a few confused strangers, I vowed to always love and cherish you. Honestly, that's not a hard vow to make. Because in our time together, especially in those long virtual chapters of our relationship, I've come to understand the much deeper meaning of love.
Peace. I feel overwhelmingly proud to be standing here with you today. You are the man of my dreams. Your kind, giving, joyous personality has changed my outlook on the whole world. Your thoughtfulness of others, protectiveness of your family, and ability to always root for the underdog complement your ambition and your implicit trust in God.
But it was when I got to spend more time with you in person that I got to see a glimpse of what life would look like. The more I see and the clearer picture I get, the better it looked. And starting today, I get to experience it for real.
When I say I love you more, I mean more than any fight we have, more than any obstacle we may face, more than anything life may throw at us, because I have been given you to love, and I will do it through any circumstance.
There's a lot of things special about Sarah. I think one thing I really enjoy is just how much she's willing to give of herself in order to make sure that other people are feeling like happy, enjoying themselves and feeling accepted. The first time I saw her, we got like 60 seconds to talk on a virtual thing. But as soon as we had the ability to like get together in person and hang out, like we just talked and we talked all night. I thought she was beautiful, she was funny, she was smart. We walked, like after eating dinner, we like walked along the bridge just talking about all sorts of things. And it was just an incredible experience with her.
We met on an online dating app called Link that's no longer around. It was a speed dating app. And we both signed up because people were kind of pressuring us to do it. And we met in a 60-second increment. And I remember him telling me that he was from Atlanta and he was in medical school. And then afterwards I was like, he seems like a cool guy. So we both liked each other, which means we matched, and we continued to text. And then he was like, I'm coming up to Chattanooga to visit you. And we've talked every day since. So for our first date, Peace drove up to Chattanooga, where I was living at the time, and I'd never met him before, but we met at a restaurant after I had worked a 12-hour shift, and it was a Mexican restaurant. And when I got there, he was already sitting at the bar. He had ordered me like some mango juice, and we sat and talked for a long time, but we weren't ready for the date to be over, and so we went over to the Chattanooga Bridge, walked across the bridge, and I remember that there were like street musicians playing on the bridge that night, and he wanted to stop and listen to them, and I loved that about him, that he just was not in his head about the date. He just wanted to enjoy the night. We had a really nice night.
I'd say my favorite memory with Sarah has been just laughing together. I think the times when she being like a southern girl, her accent kind of comes out a little bit, and so we'll just laugh a lot about about that. I remember one time we were in Africa. We got to go on a medical mission trip, and we were just like roaming around, and she said something and I didn't fully understand it. And it just we just had a really great time.
So one time that I can think of when I first knew that Peace could really be someone that I could spend my life with was when he came up to meet my parents. This was when I lived in Chattanooga, and he came up to meet them just for a few hours for lunch. We were hanging out at my apartment before, and right before they came over, he was so nervous, he vacuumed my whole apartment, he moved the couch, he moved everything out, he vacuumed the whole thing. And then once they got there, he was just so at ease. And I remember at one point, he even got out a guitar and started singing, and I just couldn't believe that he was doing that the first time I met my parents, but it was so genuine and so him. And my parents are very important to me, and so after that day, I knew that this could be real.
I think what keeps our relationship very strong is the ability to laugh together. Sarah's the same kind of like goofy, funny type of person that I am, so sometimes we'll just tell like jokes that other people would be like, ah, but we'll just sit there and laugh and laugh and laugh at it.
About Peace is hard to nail down, but I think it's his ability to make any situation fun and his ability to just take life as it comes. He adds joy to every moment. He loves to talk to strangers. He's the type of guy who will just break out into song or dance, and I think that is the type of person that I want by my side forever. And that part of him helps me love my life more and makes me love him even more.
It was kind of a whole day kind of thing. So I had just got back into town, and so we went for a hike. It was this lovely hike with, incredible views, and we were like, I think she kind of had the idea that I might propose, but she didn't know when. So we go on this lovely hike. We sit on the edge of this like beautiful view, and we're just talking, we're just laughing. But the whole time, my family are setting up like balloons and strings and everything else in her house and in her apartment. And so we end up like driving back. We're just talking. I didn't know if she was kind of disappointed that I hadn't proposed yet. But then as soon as we opened the door, like they start playing music, the strings. The strings are there, balloons are there, and she just starts crying. And I thought I had like this whole thing of what I was gonna say. I had memorized this long thing, and then like everything just kind of like went out the window, and I was like blubbering to try to see if I could come up with some words. on how to propose to her. But yeah, I got down on one knee and proposed.
What Peace really loves is to try new things, and so something that I'm really excited about is trying new things with him. I think life every day is going to be full of surprises, and I think that moving to a new state together, getting to know a new community together, planning trips, just planning our day-to-day life, I'm excited for every new thing that we get to try together.